Have you ever heard of the Battle of the River Plate? This thrilling encounter was the first major naval clash of World War II. On December 13, 1939, off the coast of South America, the German pocket battleship Admiral Graf Spee met its match against a British Royal Navy squadron. Commanded by Captain Hans Langsdorff, the Graf Spee had been terrorizing Allied shipping lanes. However, Commodore Henry Harwood anticipated Graf Spee's movements and set a trap with three smaller cruisers, HMS Exeter, Ajax, and Achilles. Despite being outgunned, the British forces engaged fiercely. After a dramatic battle, the heavily damaged Graf Spee sought refuge in Montevideo, Uruguay, leading to an unexpected and dramatic conclusion. Imagine a high-stakes chess game where one bold move changes everything. In September 1950, during the Korean War, General Douglas MacArthur orchestrated such a move with the Battle of Incheon. Against all odds, he proposed a daring amphibious landing at Incheon, a port city with treacherous tides and strong North Korean defenses. Skeptics called it Operation Chromite, a potential disaster. But MacArthur's audacity paid off. On September 15th, UN forces stormed the beaches at dawn, catching the enemy off guard. Incheon fell swiftly, leading to the recapture of Seoul and a crucial turning point in the war. This bold maneuver showcased MacArthur's genius and forever altered the course of history. Imagine the pitch-black waters of the Pacific on the night of August 8, 1942. The Battle of Savo Island, a brutal confrontation during World War II, saw the Allies suffering a devastating blow. Japanese forces, under the cover of darkness, executed a surprise attack that left 4 Allied cruisers sunk and 1 heavily damaged. The chaotic melee, characterized by confusion and miscommunication, resulted in over 1,000 Allied sailors losing their lives. This battle, part of the larger Guadalcanal campaign, highlighted the strategic prowess of the Japanese and exposed critical weaknesses in Allied naval operations. The aftermath forced the Allies to rethink their strategies in the Pacific theater. Imagine a battle so fierce it changed history forever. On September 25, 1066, England's King Harold Godwinson faced off against the formidable Viking king Harald Hardrada at Stamford Bridge. The Viking Age was about to meet its dramatic end. Hardrada, known for his brutal conquests, underestimated Harold's swift response. Despite being outnumbered and caught off guard, the English forces launched a surprise attack. The fighting was brutal. Hardrada fell, and the Vikings suffered devastating losses. This pivotal battle not only ended Hardrada's ambitions, but also marked the decline of Viking invasions in England. The era of the Norse warriors had come to a bloody close. What happens when a heavily outnumbered army faces a formidable foe? On October 25, 1415, during the 100 Years' War, the Battle of Agincourt saw King Henry Fid's English forces triumph against the numerically superior French army. The key to this victory? The English longbowmen. Positioned in a narrow, muddy field, the English archers unleashed a devastating hail of arrows. The French knights, trapped by their own sheer numbers in the treacherous terrain, were slaughtered in waves. The longbow's rapid rate of fire and piercing power turned the tide. Agincourt was not just a battle, but a testament to strategy, innovation, and the indomitable spirit of the English soldiers. Have you ever heard of the Battle of Kohima, often called the Stalingrad of the East? This lesser-known yet crucial World War II clash occurred from April to June 1944 in northeast India. The Japanese aimed to capture Kohima and cut off Allied supply lines to China. Facing them were a mix of British, Indian, and Burmese troops, vastly outnumbered and outgunned. The battle turned brutal, with fierce hand-to-hand combat over Garrison Hill. At one point, the fighting was so close that opposing forces were separated by mere yards. Eventually, the Allies managed to hold their ground, marking a significant turning point that halted the Japanese advance into India. Ever wonder how the seemingly unstoppable Mongol Empire was finally halted? In 1260, at the Battle of Ain Jalut, the Mamluks of Egypt achieved the unthinkable. Under the command of Sultan Qutuz and General Baybars, the Mamluks faced the Mongol forces led by Kit Buka. The Mongols, known for their conquests from China to Europe, seemed invincible. But the Mamluks used clever tactics, including feigned retreats, to lure the Mongols into a trap. In the decisive clash, the Mamluks surrounded and crushed the Mongol army. This victory not only halted the Mongol advance into the Middle East, but also marked the first significant defeat of the Mongol Empire, altering the course of history.